Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that something? Isn't that something? Hello, and welcome back to the Awkward Genius. If you're like me and you love your family, you don't want to feed them crappy food. So today, I'm going to take a recipe out of my personal cookbook that I made and share with you one of my favorites. All aboard the Good Food Express. The dinner train is leaving. So here we have all of our ingredients ready to go. I'm going to start by chopping up 2 strips of bacon. I would normally do this with pancetta or coppa, which you can use if you live near an Italian deli and you can get Italian dried meats. If you don't, bacon is just as good. It's going to add fat and flavor to the meal. I'm going to chop that up good and basically get it ready to mix in to about 3/4 of a pound ground beef. Those go together. Next up, put in a slice of bread. Now, you can use a slice of bread like this. It's the easiest way to do it. Or you can go ahead and put in maybe a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. That, and this is a little bit of milk. You put onto the bread to soften it up. The bread, along with 1 egg, is what's going to give it kind of a little bit more of a cakey texture. And then to finish up, I've got garlic. That's quite a bit. And parsley. Yeah, that's also kind of a lot. It'll be fine. Then you take all this and you just want it all mixed together. Once the meat is all mixed up, we're going to go ahead and put a good bit of olive oil. I've got this big cast iron pot that I use is perfect. You can do it in a cast iron skillet as well, although it is good to have something you can cover it with. It's going to be bubbling and popping a little bit later on. So get the olive oil in there, that's going to start heating up. And take the meat mixture and shape it into little balls that we can go ahead and set into the hot oil. Since I've been cooking for a couple of minutes, just going to turn them over when I'm cooked on all sides. Now if you've got a well-seasoned cast iron pan and enough oil, these shouldn't even stick. We want to brown them on all sides, so we'll keep them from falling apart later on in the sauce. A couple of minutes on each side. I'm going to keep turning it. That is not the hottest part of the pan. That one's not getting cooked as well. Move it around. This one, well cooked. Get him off from the middle, put him off the side. Put this guy in. If they do start to fall apart a little bit, it's really not a problem. Most of they should stick together. Flip them around. A couple minutes on each side when I'm nice and browned. And these here are just perfect. That recipe's just about done. So don't try and tell me that this was difficult. It is a pretty easy recipe, which is super, super yummy. Once the meatballs are browned on all sides, We're going to go ahead and add just a jar of sauce. This is just straight tomatoes, maybe a little bit of basil, but that's it. Nothing else. You can use just a can of canned tomatoes. You run them through a food processor or blender, or just any just tomato that you have. I'm going to lower the heat and cover, because that's going to start to bubble. Now this would be a good time to get your water on and get the pasta going. Now, you want to let the sauce simmer for at least 20 minutes. If you can just put it on low and leave it for half hour, 40 minutes, all the flavors are going to mix together even better. What's so wonderful about this sauce is that you've got the meatballs, but the meatballs add so much flavor to the tomato sauce that it's that much better. Okay, so the pasta is done. I didn't show you how to cook pasta because I'm assuming most people know how to do that. And we are ready to go. Take a look at our beautiful sauce. I got a couple meatballs. And what's so great about this recipe is that you get the flavor in the meatballs. They're fantastic, but they also get that nice meaty flavor into the sauce. So you get a sauce that's got a flavor like nothing you've had before. Now a little life hack for you. This isn't actually a cheese grater. This is what they call a zester for zesting, I don't know, lemons and stuff. Makes a fantastic cheese grater. Get a little bit of Parmesan on top. This is the other reason that the sauce doesn't need salt. There's the bacon in there that's salting it, and the Parmesan at the end, quite salty cheese. And then if you want to be a madman, olive oil never hurt anybody. Let's bring this to the table. Let's try it out. Oh yeah. The meatiness of the flavor, I'm always super impressed. Well, you get the meatiness of the bacon and the beef. Wonderful texture. It's not crumbly. It actually is kind of just a very smooth, like I said, cakey texture. Yeah. That is so much better than a normal spaghetti sauce. I'm just gonna keep eating. So you guys go. This is the end of the video. There won't be anything else. I might throw the recipe at the end or something. But you should stop watching the video now because I'm just gonna be eating for a while. I started making this video at like after like 12:31. Oh, it's almost 2:30 now, so I'm hungry. So you can either just click on another video, or hit stop, or go out and go for a walk. I gotta remind you, if you know how to do it, there's a little button with that with a thumbs up. It's not hard, man. All you gotta do is take the mouse, move it, and click on that thing. Click that little like button. I just made you lunch. You can hit the little button. Hit button, like. That'd be fantastic. Go ahead, make this up. I guarantee you it's super good. Love to hear in the comment section if you like it, if your family likes it. Have you made any little tweaks on your own? How that worked out for you? And then if you don't know yet, I make a whole bunch of different videos on a whole bunch of different topics. You can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And you'll get all the new videos once I make them. Now, in case you were worried about me making a tomato sauce in that cast iron pan, because you've heard that we can do almost nothing in a cast iron pan without things getting jiggy on you, then you're going to want to watch my video on cast iron care and all the myths and lies and stupidity that are out there about cast iron. Cast iron is easy. Season it a little bit, treat it well, and be fun. That video up here somewhere. You really need to leave now. It's over, man. Click on the other cast iron video, and I'll take you somewhere else. Let me eat in peace. I wonder if there's any wine left.